One of the most unfair things of any card game is literally taking resources out of your opponent's hand. That's why Smoke Grenade is banned. The thing you have Gotems. And you know what abuses Gotems? Virtual World. I know this isn't news to anyone, but did you know the entire archetype got reprinted in the Tin of Ancient Battles? Again, not news to anyone. But I've been wanting to do this deck profile for a minute, and the last time I did it, VFD got banned. Watch, I'm gonna get Gotems banned. It's just my luck. Not that I have enough viewership or anything to do that, but karma, weird thing. Come check out my virtual worlds. You can hand loot for 5. Alright, so funny story with this deck. Literally, I built it, and after I built the deck, I was running double VFD. That was the combo for me, and then I traded it. I traded it for an Eldritch Core because VFD got banned, and it was the week that I was going to go ahead and do the virtual world deck profile, and I instead did Eldritch, and I feel like that was the worst mistake of my life. So I ended up trading, don't hate me, 2 triple tactics talents to get this deck back. And my buddy Jonathan, who has actually been on this channel a couple of times and on my TikToks, actually did let me have the deck back with 2 triple tactics. Let's talk about this though, because Virtual Worlds are right now one of the 3 top decks. But mind you, I haven't updated this since, except for 2 cards. Yeah, so this is gonna look weird, but it works. Alright, so we got 3 Lulu, because Lulu sends and adds. So she is effectively a +1 in the deck. Lao Lao sends and specials from graveyard. Also, by the way, dude, look at these reprints. We've been saying these things should all be secret. I mean, dang, dude. Dang. 3 Lily, which sends and sends, which actually does help when you want to target a spell on field or target a monster and send one or the other, because your spells and traps are all extenders in the graveyard. There's Gigi, which, I mean, he specials on end summon or on end phase, which is okay. I run 2 Nyan Nyan. A lot of people are either running 1 Nyan Nyan or not running her at all. I run her at 2, and I do run 1 2 because essentially you can recycle all that stuff back. And in all honesty, being able to have tuners come back from the graveyard, it's nice. Now that's that for the virtual world monsters. But now to support those, I do use 2 Psychic Wielder, because they do special summon themselves out with another level 3 on the field. Same with Psychic Tracker. They do the same thing. I'm also playing 2 Malicious, because in this deck you can discard Malicious to banish Malicious to summon Malicious, which is nice. Now for hand traps, because the whole core is just so gigantic, I am running 2 Ghost Ogre. It was 2 Effect Veiler, but I like the destruction just a little bit better. So, I mean, there's that. And it's not just monsters, I can do it with spells and traps too. So I am running 3 Virtual World Cities, 3 Gates. For right now, until I get more Foolish Burials, I am running 3 Psychic Lasers, which is great because anything out of the extra deck, it's an out, and the only thing is you're giving them life points. Oh, Big whoop. Pot of Desires, which I still don't know how I feel about Pot of Desires. It's in there for right now. That might change. Again, one E-Telly. I understand. I haven't touched this deck in a minute. Foolish Burial Goods. Again, haven't touched this deck in a minute. And one Called by the Grave, which that's not changing anytime soon. It's just going to be a one of, because ban list. Unless they ever bring back Max C, which I'm going to tell you now, if they ever bring back Max C, I'm quitting. I'm quitting the game. No, I wouldn't quit. Or would I? Now, for the traps, it's just Chuchi, Jeonwoo. That's it. Because again, they're all extenders. So, like, this actually does pop face-up cards if you shuffled your Vanish cards back into the deck. Two different names, which is really easy to do in this deck. And then Jeonwoo, literally specials. Just specials from Grave. These are great extenders, these are great plays. And they work on the field too. And the fact that you don't have to play them on your opponent's turn if you get City is fantastic. Now this extra deck is interesting. So we're gonna go in order from level to rank. Alright. So Stardust Charge Warrior, which we are only using his first effect to draw a card, which is, you know, pretty good. Coral Dragon, he is a synchro. He's a tuner, and he does pop cards, so you can pop stuff. We are playing Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, which we do get out with our Zulkin. We are playing one Gothams. You could put two in there, but the reality is you're playing 3 Cloud Castle, and the combo to do for the hand loop for 5 for Gothams is so similar to double VFD. If you're used to that, you can do it. We're only playing one of the Virtual World boss monster. It's cool because he's a macrocosmos. Anything that is sent from field to grave, it's gone, and he recurs himself. And then I am cheating with Zulkin in order to get out Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, and I'm playing Nathmech Final Sigma. So synchros, Gossip Shadow, it really does help with Nibiru, activates in hand, so you can stop it, discard, draw. Ptolemy, because Ptolemy is nice to have. 9 Cats, okay, so 9 Lives Cat literally is that extender to go for the 5th. So after you've used your Cloud Castles, because you only need 2 really to do it, because it's Gothams for 1, then you do Cloud Castle. Then you bring back Gothams for 2, then you do another Cloud Castle, do Gothams for 3. You can bring back the 3rd Cloud Castle. It's a little more difficult, but then that's Gothams for 4, and then 9 Lives Cat, Gothams for 5. And since it's a rank 9, you can utilize your Cloud Castles. I'm also using Sacred Tree Beast. I was running Yogamir, but I don't know if I'm still doing that, because if I were to run Yogamir, I'd have to take out Hyperiton and do Yogamir and then put in Zeus, which I might still do. And then I've got Phantom Fortress. So that's the extra deck. Really, your synchros and like a couple of your exceeds are what you're working on. I might suggest switching these 2 out. He's great because what he does is he's a negate. He's almost exactly like, if you're not familiar with him, Invoked Makaba does the same thing. Anyway, that's the Virtual World deck profile, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Again, none of this is news. It's my deck profile. I wanted to share it. that and Virtual Worlds. On this channel, I don't know if you've picked up on it, but we kind of do the less expensive stuff on this channel because there are new players out there. You always want to suggest decks, even though some of these decks are kind of complicated. They're still fun, they're easy to play, and decks like this are inexpensive. I mean, you can get Lulu, the ultra rare specifically, for like $5. And she's going to be the most expensive part of the deck. And the 2020 tins are out, or 2021, excuse me, tins are out. I absolutely do recommend those. It's funny, I've still got one unopened tin for my buddy David. David, if you're watching this, come get your tin. But again, the archetype is in there, it's in the tins. This is one of the best decks right now. If you want, on my TikTok, I'll go ahead and do a hand test video to kind of show you some of the things I can do. I might just show the loop for 5, but I might actually do an actual hand test video on YouTube, depending on how many likes and how many views this gets, because this does take time out of my day, and I need help. Give me some help. I'm begging now. I'm begging. I swore I'd never do that. All right, I'll talk to you guys next time. I had a request for Sacred Beasts. I think I have something. We'll do that later. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.